Hey everyone, it is Jack again with Toy Dojo, and today we are taking a look at an almost final, I think, shot at the X-Transbots Overheat, or their take on a Masterpiece style drag strip. Now again, this is from their Berserkers line. I've done the flip out and crack up review, told you guys that I'm collecting this line, and as soon as this guy is out and Death Wish is out, I'm going to be picking them up as well, and then their Motor Master as well. So really think they're doing a great job, and again, for the pricing on these things, I think they're doing outstanding. So he came in with just a vehicle. He came in with an extra little face, which I didn't attempt to change out because I just didn't. So there's that. Then he came in with his purple gun right here, which has a little slider for this barrel right here. And then this as well slides and goes in and out just like that. So, and there's a helicopter going past. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But so anyways, the gun itself, there is storage for it in the vehicle mode. You take this, and this will sit right inside here. I believe it goes this way. No, it goes the other way. Come on. Yeah. That's going to sit right underneath the car mode right there. And then now you have a place to hide his gun whenever he's in vehicle mode. So I think that's pretty cool. He also comes with this little fake driver. I mean, it's a real kind of driver, but he doesn't have any legs. So he just sits right in here like this. Or alternatively, if you needed to, you could pick this up and then sit him inside there and then close it back down. So there he is. He rolls really well. And his vehicle, when I say his vehicle, I mean drag strips, was, I believe it was like a 1976 Tyrrell P34 Formula 1 car. So really cool looking car. And the one thing I will say about this one in particular, and we're going to take this little driver out right now, is like right here, these tabs aren't really holding in very well right there. I'm not sure if it's just from the transformation that I did on him, but even when I got him, it really wasn't holding in well. So if there's one thing they maybe have to work on, maybe it's going to be this part here. Don't know if it really is. I guess it could just be me. I don't know. But overall, really nice. He's got yellow and some kind of gold, goldish colors right here, like a mustard gold color. And these orange stripes going right down the center right there. Nice big engine right here. It's gunmetal gray right there with some silver on it as well. The rims, black with some red inside them. And nice chunky rubber tires. All the tires here are rubber. And these back ones are really fat and chunky. And then he's got his nice back right here. Go looking underneath right there. You can see his hands, you can see his arms a little bit, but overall his face is hidden. So overall, pretty good job hiding everything on this vehicle mode right here. And this looks really cool. I think they did a good job on this vehicle here. And to me, it represents drag strip fairly well. So there that is right there. Size comparisons, why we'll bring in G2 Sideswipe. We'll bring in Crack Up, who essentially is the same size G2 Sideswipe. And then we're going to bring in Flip Out. So let's get you out of the way right now. And so far, that looks like a great looking team right there. I think they, like I said, they're knocking these things out of the park. And in my opinion, they just look great. So there they go right there. They're going to be about the same size, or they will be the same size as Masterpiece cars. Obviously, he's a lot longer. If we take a look at him compared to these other guys, he's a lot longer because these Formula 1 cars are really long and sleek. So he's longer right there. And over here with Crack Up, same thing. He's longer and he's also wider because of the tires right there. You can see he pretty much hides Crack Up right there. So we're going to start on this transformation. We're going to take these two pieces here, open them up. We're going to split open the back section right here of the vehicle. Right here. And this engine will flip. Let's get these out of the way. This engine will flip and kind of get up and out of the way here. All right. That's going to free up this bottom portion right here of him, and we start working on the legs. Now the legs, right under here, there's like a little tab, and it's kind of difficult to kind of get it, but you want to pick up this tab. And again, the instructions may be different, but I didn't have any instructions, so just want to get this little tab kind of up. I find it easier if you bend the knee right there, because it's going to be the knee joint. And I find it easier if you do that, and then right here, take this little section right here and kind of pull up on here. There's the smallest little tab right inside there, and then once you do that, you get this section here and you slide this whole leg piece out. So let me show you what that looks like. So there's a little tab slot right there, and that tab right there is what sits in there. And so you kind of have to pick that up and slide it out so you don't break it. All right. So once you do that, you're gonna pull the knee out right here, right up there. Get the foot, and the foot is gonna come and do like that. Take the tire, and you want to rotate the tire kind of in. Get this piece right here, flip that out like so. It's gonna fill in this front portion here. And take tire, you're gonna fold it to where the tire itself is gonna sit kind of almost flush with this section right here. And then we're gonna take this, rotate it back in, and now the knee tab, which is right there, is gonna go into that slot there. And then this gray piece or metal looking piece is gonna go right inside that slot right there. So take that, flip it over, get them tabbed in. Come on. Yeah. Get that tabbed in, and again, this tire is gonna sit like that. And then on this piece, you want to get this little small piece here. That's gonna be kind of like the heel spur, and it'll rotate around and sit right there. And you got one leg done on him. So again, we'll start on the other leg. We're gonna, again, for me it's easier, flip this down, come here, pick this piece up, and then slide this whole leg piece out just like so. And get that out of the way. Okay. Now take the knee, pull the knee out just like this. Come around here to the tire, pull the foot up. Because the foot itself, just to show you, is tabbed into there. So you want to unpeg that, pull the foot up. Get the tire, rotate that in, pull this section out right here. Take the tire, fold it in, using that joint that's right there, and get that in there, and then swing this part around like so. And then get all this and tab this back together. Swing all that around, and we're just gonna tab this right back into this spot right here. So there and there. Did I get you? There you go. All right. And then we got the bottom section of him done, just like so. These we can leave like this. Up here on the top, I want to take that and just flip this out. Actually, first let's start here. We're going to take the tires, and they're pegged in right here on the sides. So we take these, trying to get the lighting right. Undo this one here, undo this one right here, and then fold this piece down. That's going to reveal his head right here. And his arms are right here on the back. So you take the arms, pop them out as well. Get one up, and they're pegged in right here to a slot on the bottom of his forearm right there. So undo that right there. Take these arms, and we want to go and start messing with them. What we're going to do here, we're going to work with the forearms first. We take the forearms, flip it up. This piece right here is on a slider right there. So you want to take that, slide it down, because this slot is going to be used on this peg. This slot will be used on that peg right there. So fold the forearm down, peg that in. Same thing over here. Fold the forearm down and peg it in right there. And then these tires, you want to rotate them just like this. You want to rotate that around. Let's get all this out of the way here. Rotate this tire around like so. And you want to get this, it's going to just kind of rub up against that. Just like that. Make this camera, I think I'm a little bit too low here. Same thing here. So take this, flip this one around, just like this. Flip it, and then get the tires like this. And now on the arms, they're actually like crossed. So you want to take one and flip it and pull this part out right here. You see right here where they're kind of crossed. So this one's going to swing across this way, and this one's going to swing out like that. So once we go back into vehicle mode, this one swings back, and then this one swings back, and then they interlock right there. So swing them out just like that, just like that. And then now here on the engine part, we're going to take these two, fold them down, and we take this engine, we open this up like this, take the engine, sit it inside where the driver sits. This will come and sit right inside there and peg down. And then you can close this back up. And there's his engine compartment there. Coming up here to this piece here, you want to take these and just untab them. Look at the bottom part. Untab, untab, right there. And these are going to go, let's see, I think it goes, yeah, this way. That's going to flip up. Let's see, rotate it around. I forget which way these things have to actually rotate around. Okay, and actually these are going to sit out. So like the top portion is going to be sitting on the outside, and you want these to rotate around to where they're kind of sitting right here where this little yellow peg is at right there. So same thing here, I take that, flipping this around, and this will actually go right inside there. And this portion here, you can flip this up just like that. All right, so coming to this part here, we're almost done with this. You want to take this, and you see how it's kind of straight right here? That's going to go, and it's going to, all this is going to kind of slide and sit underneath here. If I can get it done just right. So take this, have this kind of folded down right there like this. And then this is just going to sit and slide right underneath. See if I can get it right underneath there. That'll slide and go right up inside there. And these portions will go above the, come on, there we go. These are going to slide right above the shoulders right here on both sides. And then back here on the back, these sections are just going to leave them open. These will just slide down onto the back of his legs right there. Man, I don't know why that hip skirt flipped around. But just like that. Just kind of clean all this up right here. And there he is in his robot mode. Let's get these arms situated. Yeah. So here in his robot mode. Pretty decent looking. If I had to nitpick on something, it is, I think my camera to straighten up. All right, if I had to nitpick on something with this figure, it is these arms right here, the shoulders. I don't care for that too much, to be honest. I just don't like it. But it works. I mean, it's not gonna it's not gonna break or anything. Oh, and this part here, I didn't fold that down. That folds down. I don't know. I don't personally care for this, the way this looks. But I mean, overall, he's a good looking figure. His head is on a ball joint. It swivels all the way around any which way you want. And this does come off to replace it with this piece right here, this little regular face, but I didn't try and do it. So that comes off right there. The arms themselves, you can get them to go all the way up. You can get them down. They're going to spin 360. He's got the bicep swivel there, double jointed at the elbow as well. Wrist will swivel all the way around. And again, just like a lot of the Masterpiece vehicles, he's only got the one pin going through the fingers, to the knuckles right there, and that's it on that. He's got a waist swivel, or waist rotation. He's got an ab crunch as well, so you can do that right there. Coming down to the legs, he's got outwards like so, and that's just friction. I don't hear any ratchets in there. That's friction. Coming forward is friction as well. Going back. Back is somewhat limited, just because of these pieces here. I suppose, no, you couldn't even do that. I was thinking these can be moved out of the way to get more, but no, it won't work that way. They're going to be limited just on the back. Back motion not going to have very much. So that's limited. Get this thing back in. Actually, this is supposed to sit in there actually pretty well. So I don't know what I did wrong there. Oh, these actually peg in right there. I guess they came on peg, so right here, that peg goes into the slot on the back of these here. So that way that kind of keeps everything plugged in together. It was in, but it came undone. So let's make sure that's pegged in. There we go. It took me a second, but I just had to take it off so I could see better. But yeah, that just pegs in. Once all this is flushed in, these are supposed to stay pegged in like that. And like I said, still though, I just don't, up here it's okay, but it's not, I don't know. So anyways, all right, where were we? All right, down here to the legs. So these rotate here at the thigh, coming down to the knee. It's got a nice clickety ratchet right there. And the knee comes back about that far right there. He does have a toe tilt right here because of transformation. It does tilt also this way as well. And he's got this little heel spur back here. So overall, good figure. I think for me, he's probably the weaker one out of the ones released so far. But still, I mean, still a good figure nonetheless. And I'm going to collect them as soon as he comes out. His gun. Take his gun, store it in his hand just like a Masterpiece vehicle. And I didn't show, his gun does store in his vehicle. Besides underneath, you can put it on top of his car. So, got that option right there. Again, overall, just good looking figure. He's not horrible. He's not bad. I know there's some people that aren't going to care for it, but I think it looks good overall. I think they did a good job on him. Backpack, he's got just a small one here with these little kind of front, I don't know, that's not a spoiler, whatever that little front piece is called. Looks like a little ramp on the front of him. But overall, I think, I mean, they did a good job making him look cartoon accurate, because that's the way he did look in the cartoon. The last thing, actually, I forgot, and it's because I think it looks dumb in the cartoon. But these actually are supposed to flip out right here. I thought about it right now as I was looking at him. But right here, that flips out right there. So you got both of them on both sides that flip out like that. And again, that's cartoon accurate right there, where those kind of stick out. Never understood that, but you know, whatever. I will think that's more like drag on him as he's running, being that they're sticking out. But yeah, whatever, who cares, right? So anyways, there he is right there. Let's go ahead and compare him to his other buddies and see what they look like together. And so there they are all together, and I have to say this is looking great. I cannot wait for these guys to come out and to have their Motormaster as well. And then the one thing, you know, I know I was kind of being critical on a few things on this one, but it still is not the final release. So a lot of these things, like, you know, this up here, I mean, a lot of this is kind of loose, you know, but overall this will be tightened up and everything will be, you know, just all these tolerances will be fixed on the final release. And so, like I said, I still think he's probably the weaker out of the ones that are out so far, but I still like him. I still do. I didn't care for the elbow or the arms here, but I mean, with looking at him with his other brothers here, man, they look great together. I mean, these guys look awesome. They're gonna look great on your MP shelf if you're collecting this line. Just really cool. I like how the different colors contrast each other, and just overall, just cool looking set. So. I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can pre-order this figure from if you want to pick them up from Toy Dojo. And that is it. Our next review we're going to be looking at is actually going to be the fourth member of the group, which is Overheat, or Drag... I'm sorry, not Overheat, that's Overheat. Death Wish, or Dead End. He'll be the fourth one we're going to be looking at, and then we're going to get all four of them in the shot and kind of see how they look together. So stay tuned for that. And again, thanks for watching, guys. As always, until next time, stay safe.